Hello students, I'm so glad to see you again. I am Riyama Dixon, your anchorman on today's lesson. Previously, we looked at the joint variation and we said the joint variation is a combination of two variations. That is a combination of the direct and the inverse variation. Okay, and we also said that in every variation the proportionality constant must be introduced, and after that the relationship between the quantities also must be found. But today and together we will be looking at the partial variation. Now let's go straight to the topic today. Now the partial variation is a type of variation where a quantity is partly constant and partly varies with another quantity. A quantity is partly constant and that constant there means does not change while the other quantity changes. Okay, an example is this. This is a perfect example of the partial variation. P is equal to A plus BQ, where P and Q are the variables. Variables means they change, they vary, and A and B are the constants. They don't change. And in partial variation, two equations are usually formed. We have to take note of this, very important. Two equations are usually formed and the equations are then solved simultaneously. Now, partial variation practically, for example, let's take a service provider like the MTN, and they are in a particular call package rate. Okay, and maybe for example the first 1 minute call is 8 naira. That is 8 naira per minute call for every first call that you make. Then every other one or every other unit you are not charged per 11 kobo per second. You see, that is a perfect example of the partial variation. One quantity is made constant, which must be done when the terms and conditions are met. Then the other quantity varies, as you can see. Now let's go straight to calculations. I'm sure you're with me, getting me. Okay. Example 1. D is partly constant and partly varies with V. When V is equal to 40, D is equal to 150. And when V is equal to 54, D is equal to 192. 192, as you can see. The first question there says, find the formula connecting D and V. B says, hence, find D when V is equal to 72. Now, what do we do? Now, for you to know that it's a partial variation question, you can see they say partly constant and partly varies. And every partial variation question, you have 4 quantities that are displayed. Let's see them. 4 quantities: 1, 2, 3, and 4. The first 2 to form the first equation, and the second 2 to form the second equation that you now solve simultaneously. Now, variation mathematical term is this: D varies. D is partly constant. That A is constant first and partly varies as V. So when you introduce a constant, you're going to have D is equal to A plus BV, where A and B are the constants. So this is the mathematical relation of partial variation that you must understand. Now the next thing that we do is to substitute these values that we have been given.